Yes, Neha, please tell me about yourself.
Yeah. So Vipender, I have around 5.2 years of experience in IT industry.
Hmm.
My last organization that I worked was Fujitsu.
Hmm.
There I worked for around two projects. One was related to the e-government domain,
Hmm.
which was actually made for the disaster management solutions. That is for Japan, and that project I worked for around developing the APIs that were majorly used for either for the fetching the records, I mean for getting the data about the areas infected and the shelter homes and everything, and also about saving the particular free fixtures and areas there. After that I worked on a project which is into banking domain. FPAS was the project name, and there actually I worked for two major areas where I worked for the IT bug fix also, and I worked for the additional development part. So it was an online banking system that was supporting the Japan bank, and we were developing applications majorly. So it was an IT bug fix earlier, and then I got some additional development program also. The project was based on Java 8, Spring Boot, and microservices. That was the tech stack I've used. And before Fujitsu, I worked for another organization, Pythonit. There I worked for around 3.5 years. And in that organization, I worked for around two projects. One was related to the insurance domain, and one was related to the payment banking one. And the major, I mean, the tech stack that I've used there was Core Java, Java 8, and Spring that I've worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in Java 8, currently you are working in which organization?
My last organization was Fujitsu.
But in your profile is showing, just one moment.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Yes?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Uh, so in your profile, here I have mentioned current company name is EFJ Global.
Yeah, FJ is Fujitsu only.
Okay.
Fujitsu Japan.
So you payroll of the same company, right?
Yeah, yeah, I was a permanent employee there.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, what methodology you have used during the development and other process like that, deployment process, and apart from that, supporting and a lot of activities there. So, how do you deal the all things with this
Yeah.
scenario?
Okay, I'll brief you about the process, Vipinder. In my last project, that was FPAS project. So in that project, what we need to do is it was a ticket-based system. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever ticket got generated by the FJ Global, that was the
Mm-hmm.
client actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Fujitsu, what happens is FJ like outside India, that means Japan side is a client to FJ India. So that's how it is. So FJ side, whenever we get a ticket for a particular asset could be anything. It could be a simple Pojo class. It could be a mapper. It could be a
No,
DTO.
no, no. Because of not, I'm just not asking the detail. Methodology, just like agile, Scrum. What kind of
No,
things you follow?
we have used agile only.
Hmm.
We were working on the agile methodology, but actually, as in this project, in my last
Okay,
project,
okay,
I think.
okay, okay, okay. Sufficient, sufficient. And the version tool, GitLab. What one you have used?
I've used Git only for the versioning.
Okay, so let's sufficient. You have worked on in JS, HTML, CSS, and JS also
No, no, Vivender. I was only working into the backend work.
backend. Okay.
Okay.
So in Java, which version? 8, right?
Yes, 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 Vivender.
So in Java 8, you have used current features. Can you let me know about the current features?
Yes, sure. Like in Java 8, what the major important feature that have been introduced, I'll talk about them. Like Lambda expressions is one of them,
Hmm.
which is basically a better way of writing. It will reduce the boilerplate code in the particular coding system.
Yeah,
So that
you just you give in the thought. Not I'm asking in detail. because
Okay,
I
okay.
have only 30-minute time. Okay.
Okay, okay, fine. So it is like we have like it has been introduced like interface can have default and static method for defining any functionality in interface if we want. So
Hmm.
that was an introduction. Another one is the lambda expressions, which are one of the way of writing the function and interfaces. That is also part of the Java features. Functional interfaces are one which would have only one abstract method in it, and they are very they wrap up the
Suppose
functionality.
just I interrupt you. Suppose I
Yeah.
want to write in functional interface static method and default method. So what will happen? It will
It will.
compilation error or it will work. What will happen during this?
See, if you have used at the rate functional interface in annotation above your functional interface, it will
Hmm.
not. I mean, if you are not giving any functional interface annotation over there, that will not give a compile. It will give a compiler error because if you have
So,
declared it as a functional interface, it cannot have any other method. But if you are not, let's say if you are having, let's say static method
no,
or
no, no,
default.
no, no, no. Why will compilation? Because of definition is telling only one abstract method you can define, not telling
Yes,
about you cannot define a static method and abstract a default method. Can be define it.
we can define it, but
No,
it would
so
not be functional interface. No.
define it will not give the compilation error. How do
No,
you know?
no. Definition will not give a functional matlab, it will not
No,
give a
it will be a
comparison.
functional interface. If you have marked as a at the rate functional interface, it will be a functional interface. But how you tell it will give the compilation error? If you give another abstract method in that scenario, give the compilation error because of functional interface treat only one abstract method.
Yes, yes.
But you can define abstract static method and default method, not give any compilation error. You see, later on this interview, you give the exact answer.
Okay, okay.
Other things, you
Yeah.
know.
Then we have streams also. The stream is one of the concepts that have been used many times, to process
Mhm.
the collections of data, group of data. So that is also one
You
introduction to this.
in your side is showing coding tab. Can you see in this
Yes, yes.
yeah, coding, right?
Yeah.
So now just I'm writing something like that. Just one moment. You are able to see. Here a custom input and compile and execute. Click on the coding.
Coding I have clicked actually.
Hmm. So you are not able to see. Just one minute. Yes. Just I am writing. Okay. Just one minute. Can you see?
Actually, is it in the chat? No.
Here I have chat option. No,
Yeah, I have chat also, and
oh, okay. Just one minute. No, close. Where is chat option? Hmm? Chat option, where is just one moment. Okay, just one moment. Yes. Now I'm writing this code. Just you see, you got in chat.
yes, yes.
So what output you will get if I'm writing this code?
Print as its output. Last cluster.
Here I have a class cluster and another class
One extend
node one
cluster, no to
extend
extent of.
cluster and class
Okay.
node yeah. So
Cluster
class
spanner.
node to extend cluster and here I have written a public class test app. Here I am just main method defining cluster tree is equal to new node and tree instance of node 1 then print node 1 else if tree instance of cluster it print cluster else if tree instance of node 2
Moto.
system will print node 2 else unexpected. So what output you will get?
Cluster to new equals to node 1.
Hmm.
Node 1 extends cluster. Okay, सारी classes cluster को extend कर रही हैं. Okay, fine. Now the if part is okay. If part is tree instance of node 1. Node 1. No. Tree instance of cluster. Yes. Cluster. Okay. You can just now go to this. And okay. I think it should print cluster.
How?
As if we go in the first if, that is tree instance of node 1.
Hmm.
So okay, we have created the okay. Sorry. I thought like tree equals to new node 1. Object we are creating of tree instance of node 1. Tree instance of node 1. I think it should print node 1.
Means you are sure?
Tree instance of node 1. If we are giving this class A equals to new, this is extending this class. So parent क्लास का इंस्टेंस ये है पेरेंट क्लास इसका इंस्टेंस क्यों होगा सर I would say only cluster. It should print cluster.
It should print cluster.
Yes.
I think you wrong because of it will print because of I want check you giving the answer correct or not because of your answer will be node 1 because of you have created cluster tree is equal to new node 1 so it will be object of node 1 so tree instance of node 1 this first condition would be true so it will be print node 1 not cluster.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm just giving one more question to you.
Okay.
Let me know the answer. If you working on this code, so what output you will get?
Okay. Static, simple test, static in test, boolean, final. Okay. Test plus plus. Okay. Test plus return true. Okay. Public static void test equals to 0. Okay. Test equals to 0. If final or final. just one question.
Mm-hmm.
Can it be like I can also tell you about the I mean some error can also be thrown by this code, or I just need to check it.
No, just to tell because of I want to look your logical concept.
Okay, sir.
Because of if you put in system, so why I give you complete code,
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah.
So just you give the answer, it would be work or not, what will output, what do you think about that? Just give answer, I go
Okay,
for the
test
next
plus one test.
question.
खबर है डेज खबर है फाइनल दिस ट्रू ये तो ट्रू ही होगा हमेशा ट्रू ट्रू है तो Sir, I have two scenarios for it. First of all, final is a keyword that we have used in a function name. I have a problem with it. I mean, I don't know whether it would work or not. I mean, this is one of the
No,
problem I
just
face.
you give answer, it will work. If work, so how? And if give error, so how it will give error? Just to give one scenario only.
Okay, sir, I think it should not work, but as we are using the keyword in naming the method, I think
Mm-hmm.
that should give the error. And if I mean, if those could be like some.
Why give the error?
Actually, final is basically a keyword that we use to make a I mean, make like it can be used in various contexts, but final is basically a keyword. So, if we should avoid using, I mean, that is one of the problem in the code. And if it in case it's run, then in that case, the value should be 3. Yeah.
No, Neha, because of you have not given the correct answer, it will give the compilation error because of if you see in the class, public class simple test, here I have defined static in test and boolean final. This is the method. And test plus plus because of you, if you have not initialized any value, so how do you apply the incremental? So here give the compilation error. That simple thing is there.
Okay. Okay.
Got my point?
Yes. Yes. Got your point, sir.
So now moving in the next question, you in Java 8, okay?
Yes.
Java 8, you aware about terminal and non-terminal function?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please tell me.
Terminal is one which would go close the stream, and in non-terminal, that means intermediate operation that we do, that is majorly to will process something and will give you a stream as an output.
So can you give the name of terminal function?
As we can use for each method, like that is one of the terminal operation.
Mm-hmm.
And another one like intermediate, if we talk about, then intermediate is like filter, map. There are functions as intermediate operations.
Function means
Intermediate operations, I mean.
yeah. So can you give the name of method or function name you have any?
Intermediate operations name is map. Map we
Mm,
can use an intermediate operation.
mm,
Filter we can use it as an intermediate operation. For
mm,
terminal we can use for each. We can use we can use like collect one
mm,
to like we are using collector dot to list. That is also a
mm,
terminal operation on the that would close the stream basically.
means start to end with the function that would be the terminal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question related to Spring Boot. In Spring Boot, for example, suppose you have make this API through the Spring Boot. So you aware about AWS? You have deployed in AWS?
No, sir, actually not. However, the one project I worked was on AWS, but the deployment we were doing is like we were sharing on the SharePoint with the client. We were
Mm-hmm.
not working. However, the project was on AWS. The end deployment has to be on AWS, but we
Mm-hmm.
were not doing in our like in our project.
Hmm.
at FJ India side, because we were allowed, like we were just need to send the code on SharePoint.
No, because why I'm asking this is for positive. Uh, this is a positive scenario if you know about that. Next thing related to Spring Boot, you aware about get, put, post and delete method. Whenever
Ye-
you writing any particular API,
Yes, sir.
for API, for example, and you want to apply four methods. So, what is the objective of get, put, and post and delete?
Sir, basically, get method, post method, put method. These are HTTP methods, and whenever we are getting an HTTP input, so to fetch the records, we can use a get method. And we
Mhm.
have in Spring Boot, we have the annotation for it, like at the rate get mapping, we can use, which can be an alternative for request mapping at the rate request mapping, where we would be mentioning the method as method.get, and we can use at the rate get mapping for whenever we want to fetch the records. Put we when we want to add some data in our API, or maybe to create some resource. And for post we want to update one resource. We can also use patch, where patch is used when we want to do some partial update. I mean, we want to do some special update on particular field. We can use patch for also it. Put is also for update, but it will do the whole update for the resource. The full update would be there. And so delete would be to delete the particular resource from the API, so that we can use
So,
the.
suppose can be used for create resources as a get method. Suppose any API we want to write and I want to insert some data into the backend system like the database. So can be utilized get.
Uh, Sir, I'm not sure about it because I have not done it. But if we are writing the logic in the backend, I mean the API part, at the
No,
rate get.
suppose get and post. Post I know because of post only for the create resources. Would be understandable and also through the post also can we get the output. Not a problem. Can be
Yes.
read operation can be performed. But the thing is that difference is when we use you tell me about that means for the read operation and write operation can be used the get and post put because of why I'm going the detail because of as per your experience level just I'm exploring the concept about the get and post. So, gate, you not sure, but for your reference, I am telling you, gate because of can be performed the both cases, but thing is that gate, if you apply the gate, the data can be reflect in
Exposed
your
to.
expose in UI any browsers, right?
Yes, it would be exposed in the URL
Expose.
itself.
So if I have any particular secret data
Password.
or anything else, so cannot be used the get and can be used the post. End to end, if suppose I want to end to end integration of any particular API and if for the read operation due to the some security aspect can be used the post, but some regions can be used the get and another thing get have some limited size 1024
Yeah, it has a limitation
1024
for the data.
limitation but post for no have limitation so lot of differences is there that's why I ask you rather than uh, on other things.
Yeah. So post I'm aware, like we can get the data as well. We can, I mean, we can use it to get the data, and we can use it to put the data. But I was not sure about the
In
get one. Like,
database, suppose you aware about union all. When we
uh,
use union, any intersection, suppose if you have Other things, suppose the same thing you want to apply in JPA, you are aware about the JPA,
Yes,
hibernate in
sir.
JPA.
Yes, sir.
So how
JPI.
do you that?
Sir, in database, I know like union and union all is basically for one will give the intersection of both. I mean the data for both the tables or both the queries. Union of all and union all will remove the duplicate one. That is
Hmm.
about the database. If we talk about union and union all, for JPA, for JPA, I'm not aware, sir. Sorry.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
I mean, there's a process I can follow, but
Yes, yes, yes.
short
Okay, okay.
answer.
No, no, no problem, no problem. Neha. So now because we are going to finish this time because of time, I have only 30 minutes. So
Okay.
just now closing it this call.
Okay, sir.
So you want ask anything else regarding?
Uh, right now, sir, I don't have any questions, but
Yes.
I would have someone maybe when we will have proceed further and we'll go for the next process. But right now, I don't have any questions, sir.
Okay, 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 okay. Thank you, thank you,
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
thank
Have a good day.
you. Good day.